There shall be no one miscarrying, or barren in your land. Your dominion shall be from sea to sea, and from the river to the ends of the earth. I am the way, the truth, and the life. You are the light of the world. You are the salt of the world. I am the true vine. I am the resurrection and the life. I am the gate for the sheep. He sent forth his word and healed them. He is intimate with the upright. The door. Whoever enters through me will be saved. Your night will become like the noonday. I will strengthen them in the Lord. I will make you most prosperous in all the work of your hands. He gives grace to the humble. The Lord delivers him in times of trouble. He who increases the harvest of our righteousness. Your name is above every name. To him whoever comes, I will give the right to sit with me on my throne. I will give you the crown of life. He who tills his land will have plenty of food. Stay awake, and you will have food to spare. Your enemies shall come against you one way, but flee from you 7 ways. He who goes over before me. He who has clean hands shall grow stronger and stronger. The fruit of righteousness will be peace, the effect of righteousness will be quietness and confidence forever. The righteous will flourish like a green leaf. Be strong and do not be discouraged, for there is reward for your work. When the enemy comes in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord will lift up a standard against him. I will make you into a great nation and I will bless you. He who says I am with the last. The Lord blesses his people with peace. If anyone keeps my word, he will never see death. Whoever comes to me I will never drive away. If you obey my commands you will remain in my love. The Lord who says I am holy. The Lord will guide you always. He who brings his judgment to light. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they will not overflow you. The righteous are as bold as a lion. The eyes of the blind will be opened. And you shall eat in plenty and be satisfied, and praise the name of the Lord, your God who has dealt wondrously with you. He will give it to you in my name. The truth will set you free. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. He saves those who are crushed in spirit. The noble man makes noble plans, and by noble deeds he stands. I will give you a place among these standing here. You will pray to him, and he will hear you. He that shuts that no man opens. He that opens that no man shuts. Then you will call upon me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. He tends his flock like a shepherd. He who touches you, touches the apple of his eye. In quietness and trust is your strength. He relents from sending calamity. He will receive blessing from the Lord. I will look well after you. You shall be like a watered garden and like a spring of water. I will give up whole nations to save your life, because you are precious to me and because I love you and give you honor. Ruler of the kings of the earth. All the nations will call you blessed. Your fruitfulness comes from me. For I know the plans I have for you. His going forth is prepared as the morning. I will whistle for them to gather them together. When you walk through the fire, you will not be scorched, nor will the flame burn you. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. For you shall eat the fruit of the labor of your hands. I will make your oppressors eat their own flesh. The Lord gives strength to his people. God is good to those who are pure in heart. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the children of God. I will give you a full lifespan. The hands of the diligent makes rich. I will shake the heavens and the earth. I will overthrow the thrones of kingdoms. No man will be able to stand before you all the days of your life. You are already clean, because of the word I have spoken to you. As I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Be strong and courageous. I will give you a wise and discerning heart. I will send my terror ahead of you, and throw into confusion every nation you encounter. Christ who strengthens me. He alone does great wonders. Lord, you are pleased in our praises. He who sits in the heaven. He who treads high places of the earth. He who holds the 7 stars in his right hand. With the pure, you will show yourself pure. High priest forever. You are a priest forever according to the order of Melchizedek. The strength of Israel. The Lord who gave Job twice as much as he had before. You are great in counsel and mighty in work. The one who makes crooked places straight. The angel of God. Servant chosen by the Lord. Commander of the army of the Lord. Our captain. The righteous will flourish like a palm tree. When you walk, your steps will not be hampered. When you run, you will not stumble. He who redeems your life from the pit. The Lord who loves the righteous. Lord, you are with the good. The Lord who knows the days of the upright. No good thing will he withhold from those who walk uprightly. The Lord who lifts the humble. To the humble, Lord, you teach your way. The faithful God who keeps covenant and mercy for 1,000 generations. Lord, you are my shield, my glory, and the one who lifts up my head. He who sets me on high places. Lord, you are and you are my support. You will light my lamp and will enlighten my darkness. Lord, you have heard the voice of my supplication. Lord, you have heard the voice of my weeping. Lord, you have delivered my feet from falling. Lord, you have enlarged my path under me, that my feet did not slip. God who makes my way perfect. I will grant peace. You have delivered me out of all trouble. You have subdued under me those who rose against me. Your greatness has made me great. You shall keep me secretly in a pavilion from the strife of tongues. The Lord who says, vengeance is mine, I will repay. Lord, you will not slack with him who hates you, but will repay him to his face. Lord, your commandments make me wiser than my enemies, for they are ever with me. The works of his hands are truth and justice. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. I will save you from the hands of the wicked. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. From this day on I will bless you. I will make you like my signet ring. I will give you every place where you set your foot. I am with you, to deliver you and to save you. Be still and know that I am your God. He who abides in me, and I in him, he bears much fruit. I will make you into a threshing sledge, new and sharp. I will make rivers flow on barren heights. The prayer offered in faith will make the sick person well. The Lord will raise him up. If he has sinned, he will be forgiven. He who has the Son of God has life, and he who does not have the Son of God does not have life. The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart, O God, you will not despise. He who sows sparingly shall also reap sparingly, and he who sows bountifully shall also reap bountifully. The wicked man flees though no one pursues. Faith comes from hearing, and hearing by the word of Christ. Behold, I will pour out my Spirit upon you. He will give you another Comforter, the Spirit of truth. When the Spirit of truth comes, he will guide you into all truth. The Lord who is to come, great and mighty in power. He who brings his judgment to light. He who guards the path of justice. The Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him. You display your awesome power against me. God has spoken that power belongs to God. The Lord has promised that he himself will be a wall of fire around the city to protect it, and that he will live there in all his glory. What is impossible with man is possible with God. When he cries out to me, I will answer him because I am merciful. The Lord your God is supreme over all gods and over all powers. He will not abandon his people on account of his great name. Obey the Lord your God, and all these blessings will be yours. Love the Lord your God, with all your heart, with all your soul and with all your strength. The Lord kept every one of the promises that he had made to the people. Love the Lord your God, do his will, obey his commandments, be faithful to him and serve him with all your heart and soul. God is victorious in battle, and he will put all of you in our power. The Lord rewards those who are faithful and righteous. I have come into the world as a light, so that no one who believes in me should stay in darkness. You took our infirmities and bore our sickness. The strength of my salvation. O God, to you belong all nations. He who upholds all things by the word of his power. He who keeps me as an apple of an eye. You are my shade at my right hand. The Lord who fights for me. The great and awesome God. God with no partiality. Lord who is slow to anger. One who crushed Satan's head. The God who always lead us on triumph in Christ. The great King above all gods. Lord, you are greater than all gods. Lord, you are above all gods. He who gives us power to get wealth. The Lord who raises up all those who are bowed down. He who heals the brokenhearted, and binds up their wounds. He who hears the cry of the afflicted. Lord, you will save the humble people, and you will bring down haughty looks. There is none like you, O Lord, to help both the mighty and the weak. You have been a strength to the needy in his distress. Lord, you set the poor on high far from affliction. Lord, who lifts the needy out of the dust. Lord, you will regard the prayer of the destitute, and will not despise their supplication. Do not be afraid, you will not suffer shame. The Lord watches over the strangers. Though he falls, he shall not be utterly cast down, for Lord, you uphold him with your right hand. The Lord, who weighs the heart. God, who tests the heart and mind. The Lord guards all the bones of the righteous, not one of them will be broken. The Lord who upholds the righteous, the Lord shall help the righteous and deliver them.